Let's start with the 1947 Lincoln Wheat Penny. White heavy checkmark mintage. This coin had a fairly large production, over 190 million were minted in Philadelphia. So at first glance, it shouldn't be rare. But here's where the twist comes in. Mint errors. Pushpin rare errors found in 1947 pennies include double die obverse, DDO. Some 1947 cents show strong doubling in the word liberty or in the date, 1947. These doubling errors are highly prized and extremely scarce. Off-center strikes. There are documented 1947 wheat pennies struck off-center by 10%, 20%, or even more, some partially missing the design, making them highly collectible. Clipped planchets. Due to planchet cutting mistakes, some 1947 coins have crescent-shaped clips or straight-edge clips, known as clipped planchets. BIE error. A peculiar type of die break between the B and E in liberty, forming what looks like an I. This BIE error appears in several wheat penny years but is quite popular among 1947 collectors. Money bag value. A regular 1947 penny in circulated condition is only worth a few cents. But a double die example or a strong BIE error in mint state, MS 65 or higher, can easily sell for $150 to $1,200, depending on sharpness and clarity. An off-center strike over 50% can fetch $300 to $2,000 at auction, especially if the date is visible. Magnifying glass tilted right collector tip. Use a 10x magnifier to inspect the lettering and date for doubling. Also, check for mint luster. Red-colored uncirculated coins are worth the most. Next up is the 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny, minted in Denver. More than 334 million coins were struck at the Denver Mint in 1950, again, not a rare mintage by any means. So why is this coin special? Because within that massive number, a handful of coins escaped with major errors that make them ultra-rare today. Pushpin rare errors found in 1950 D pennies include repunched mint mark, RPM. There are confirmed varieties where the D mint mark was repunched, slightly overlapping with the original. These RPM varieties are often missed by casual collectors. Double die reverse, DDR. A few 1950 D cents show strong doubling on the wheat stalks, especially at the tips and on the letters 1 cent. These are extremely rare. Die cracks and die breaks. Overused dies sometimes crack, leaving raised lines on the coin. The most valuable are cut errors, where a piece of the die broke off and left a raised blob. Struck on a foreign planchet. Some 1950 D pennies were accidentally struck on planchets intended for foreign coins, making them weigh less than the standard 3.11 grams. These can be worth thousands. Money bag value. A basic 1950 D penny in circulation, 5 cents to 25 cents. A repunched mint mark, RPM, in high-grade condition, $300 to $1,500. A double die reverse in mint state, $2,000 to $5,000 plus. A wrong planchet error or dramatic die break. We're talking $10,000 or more at auction. Magnifying glass tilted right collector tip. Look at the mint mark under magnification. If you see a shadow or second D slightly offset, you've hit the jackpot. Weigh the coin too. A difference in weight means it could be struck on the wrong metal. So how did these two coins, minted in the tens or hundreds of millions, become sleeper hits in the collecting world? The answer is simple: they were hiding in plain sight. Unlike low mintage coins, these pennies were everywhere. They circulated for decades. No one bothered to look. And that's what makes them exciting. Because the next time you look through a jar of change, you might stumble across a rare 1947 double die, or a 1950 D repunched mint mark that has been sitting quietly, waiting to be discovered. Their rise in value didn't happen overnight. It took years of careful study, new technologies like high-resolution magnifiers, and a growing community of collectors who began to realize, wait, there's something wrong, and valuable, about this ordinary-looking coin. Clapperboard. Let's take a look at recent auction prices. In 2023, a 1950 D penny with a bold RPM sold for $3,240 at Heritage Auctions. A 1947 off-center strike penny graded MS 64 read by PCGS sold for $1,950 on eBay. A 1950 D struck on a 2.7G foreign planchet fetched over $12,000 at Stack's Bowers in 2022. These aren't hypothetical values, they're real, and they're growing every year as more collectors enter the hobby and rare coins become scarcer. Clapperboard. So now you're probably wondering, how do I find one? Here's a quick checklist to help. Green circle for 1947 wheat pennies. Look for doubling in Liberty and the date. Inspect for die cracks, off-center strikes, or BIE errors. Check the reverse for strong, full wheat lines. Green circle for 1950 D wheat pennies. Closely examine the D mint mark for repunching. Check reverse lettering and wheat tips for doubling. Weigh the coin. A standard wheat penny weighs 3.11 grams, anything significantly under could be a wrong planchet. And don't forget, condition is key. Coins with original red luster and minimal scratches are worth significantly more. Clapperboard. Microphone, narrator tone, excited, empowering. So there you have it, two pennies that look like every other cent you've ever seen, yet carry stories worth thousands. The 1947 and 1950 D Lincoln Wheat cents are legends not because they were supposed to be, but because human error, time, and mystery transformed them into priceless pieces of American coin lore. The next time someone tells you, it's just a penny, smile, and start checking your change. Loudspeaker, if you loved this story and want more rare coin secrets, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another hidden treasure. Speech balloon, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare wheat penny, or if you're going to start looking now. Bell, this is 4K Rare Coins / and we'll see you in the next hunt.